Hey everybody, so my name is Alina and I am the DSGF training, and in this video, this delegate training online video, I will be talking about how to survive the ultimate THIMUN 101. So just for this clarification, are you ready? So just for clarification again, if you are in the beginner committee for the topic AI safety, then this video is, go check out the other video because this video is for people in the intermediate committee, which is the Russia-Ukraine war. So yeah, without further ado, let's start with our THIMUN 101. Oh, 101 is I added it, so it's just THIMUN. And just for clarification again, THIMUN is a procedure of the MUN, and it's the procedure name. And the other procedure name is like UNA USA, which is the more common one, but there's like different procedures and with different names. Oh, and look, I'm wearing this YMUN shirt merch, and this is the YMUN notes they gave me, and this is the YMUN placard that I got, and this is my YMUN yeah, you get the idea. So and another thing is that on behalf of all the DSGs, we are all very excited and very happy and very thrilled and ecstatic for all of you guys to join this conference for this time. So thank you guys so much for joining it, and we can start. We can start with the chat. So welcome to the Security Council THIMUN. Topic is Russia, Ukraine war. Hope you guys are ready. Of course not, I haven't taught you guys anything. So we're gonna start with the procedure flowchart. Actually, there's only the procedure flowchart. In this video, I'll just be going through the basic procedure flowchart and like how the step-by-step the day would look like. And it's totally okay if you guys still have a lot of questions after this, because this is just like the basics. I'm trying to like lay the foundation of you guys' MUN preparation. So there will be an in-person in-person training, and during that you guys can ask me all the questions you want, and I'll try to answer them and make you guys understand this entire MUN thing, because it's kind of complicated. But without that, with that, we're gonna start. So in the beginning, obviously, there will be a roll call. We need to know who's absent and who's present. So the chair, which will be our lovely Ivy Melster, and me, I'm the co-chair, but we'll be the chairs. So within that, we'll be at the front and like calling you guys and kind of guiding you guys throughout this entire conference. And so at the beginning, the roll call, basically, Ivy, the chair, will be calling you all the countries that are supposed to be here in alphabetical order. And so when she calls your name, then you'll just be like present or present and voting. Two options, not another. And yeah, with that, and then after she finished calling all your names, then she's gonna do an introduction to the conference, Direct 180. So she's just gonna lay some basic rules and establish them to let you guys understand like the rules, and also like do a little introduction and possibly an icebreaker. I hope you have an icebreaker because it's kind of fun. Yeah, but we'll see the time. Time is essential. Prime time. And what we'll start on with is the opening speeches. This is compulsory for everybody, and so basically we'll go in alphabetical order, and you guys will all stand up and do an opening speech. So you guys will be standing when she calls on your name or your country, then you'll stand up and just talk about your country. Yes. So where you will talk about your stances. It's very important to emphasize your stances during your opening speeches, because that is like where other delegates will know like whether they should be in the same block as you or not. So yeah, so basically an example would be like, honorable chairs and fellow delegates, this is a delegation of Russia. The delegate of Russia believes that Ukraine is weak and everybody should all vote for invading them. Yeah, destroy Ukraine, stuff like that. And and then they basically everybody will talk through their stances. And after that, then you guys will just directly move into lobbying. So lobbying is when you guys all stand up and walk freely around and talk with the other delegates. Make sure to talk with everybody, but you talk with them, you understand their stances, where you would already have like a brief understanding based on the opening speeches, but where you can like make more clarification or discuss more deeply. So like if you're like USA, okay, if you're Russia, then you might go find China and be like, yeah, so what do you think? What do you think? And if you guys have the same stances and if they align and you guys like have the same idea for potential solutions, then you guys would like become a block, block, like partners, and also like teams, kind of like that. So since this is a security council, it's an estimation about like 2 blocks probably. So like, yeah. And just please keep in mind that when you are in this, you are a country. You are representing a country and you're not yourself anymore. So you have to role play and you have to become that country. So if you're Russia, there's no way that you're going to become in the same block as USA. Okay? So after you guys form blocks and you guys lobby, like after finishing lobbies, you guys will start pasting clauses on a shared document. So since this is a THIMUN procedure, which means that before this conference, you guys will need to prepare clauses. And clauses are basically like points. Let me show you guys. How do I do this? Stop share. Oh, let's share them again because I know. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. It's not going down. Okay, this is an example of a draft resolution. It was my draft resolution during YMUN. But basically, this is like what the entire thing will look like, and don't worry, I'll go into that like in the future. And clauses are these. This, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So like clause 1, clause 2, and these are called the preambulatory clauses. These are called the operative clauses, but don't worry about that. And you guys will basically go into that. And so before the conference, you guys will need to prepare these. And there's no limited numbers, but at least one. One is a minimum. And maximum, there's no maximum, but the more the better, obviously. Okay, back to our procedure chart. Hold on a sec. Okay, back to that. So once you guys form a block, you guys will share a document and you guys will just like paste all of the ones that you prepared, and you guys will choose a main submitter. So the main submitter is normally the ones that pasted the most clause, but of course you can like decide on your own. There's no rules or like there's no rules or okay, I forgot the term, but there's no rules or like minimum requirements. Yes, there's no requirements to be a main submitters as long as everybody in your block is happy and agrees. And what the main submit, and main submitter is just like the main submitter. Yeah, it's self-explanatory. And then you guys will produce and submit the draft resolution to the chair, to us, and we will look through it. And if there's like any major changes you guys need to do, then we'll tell you guys that. But most of the time there isn't. And then you guys will start debating the draft resolution clause by clause. And how this will work is that since you guys have your own clauses and you prepared them by yourself, behind the clauses that you prepare, you're gonna like parentheses your country. So like 1, urge the nations to create bombs. Guahu, Russia, Guahu, like that. And then you guys will have all that. So when you guys are presenting our draft resolutions, the country that wrote that clause will go up and explain and try to convince everybody that it's good and like why it's good and why everybody should vote for it and like approve it and stuff like that. And then there will be POIs, and POI stands for point of information, but this is where other delegates can question. They can be like, how can you ensure that creating bombs won't destroy the world? Stuff like that. That was just an example, a very random example. But like, yeah, delegates will question it and try to like attack those clauses. And then the delegate that wrote it is trying to like defend and like, yeah. And then after that, it'll go to amend. After that, if there was no POIs and everybody or no amendments and everybody's happy with that clause, then they'll just like remain there. But if there's certain delegates that want to like amend that clause, then they'll write an amendment or they might say it, depending on how the chair would decide it on. But they'll just like write an amendment on like merge, strike, or something like that, and then edit it, and then you guys will like vote on it whether this change should pass or not, and then the clause will be edited but keep the same. And then this like procedure of this entire 3 steps will basically be repeated for all the clauses, and like every different delegates will go up and try to convince that their clause is valid and substantial, and yeah. And after that, once all of the clauses are are approved or like they're approved, then you guys will debate on the draft resolution as a whole, which means that because sometimes like different clauses may be like a bit similar, then some delegate might amend it to merge it together or something like that. And then when everybody is happy with the draft resolution and finished amending it, then they'll vote on it. So then like the chair will call on people who are for and against, and then you guys will vote for it. And oh, before that, you guys will have a 2 for and 2 against, where like people, other delegates can like try to convince everybody as a whole to vote for this resolution, and others might like try to convince you to not vote for it. And yeah, and that's the procedure flow chart, and it's very basic. And so I don't think there's any more, but yeah, this is just, yeah, these will be mentioned in the next in-person training, but that is it for this delegate training video. And as I said before, and I'm going to mention it again, it's totally fine if you guys have a lot of questions, because there are still there, it was pretty just like laying the foundation, so there may be a lot of questions that might arise, and I will be answering them in the future, so don't worry, because I will make sure that you understand everything before the conference starts. So yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching, and we're very, very, very excited for you guys to come and participate. So let me just stop the video. I don't know how to do that. See, this is... Okay, bye.